live. You guys are live right now.
Hey, Stan, we live.
Okay.
Like last time, yeah. Live.
Maybe.
Where? Could you check a pulse, please? I'm not sure.
I think it's
Okay.
like this.
Yes, yes. Okay. Let me see. God damn, he's right. We're live. I'm alive. I'm alive. Well, it's alive. We're gonna we'll just jump right in. Let's give it a minute. Say everybody sign on. We'll wait let a few people sign on here.
I'll let you know when 5 people are in.
Okay. That
Do you
could
want
be
me
a
to turn
while.
this off?
Oh.
Oh yeah, you can turn that off now. Just don't sit in silence.
I know I was about to say something too. I was like,
You know, you got
hi, baby. That's my baby. Are you my baby?
Troy's in here.
Hi,
Hey,
Troy.
Troy.
Hi.
Hey Troy, whatever questions you have about the Western Shepherd, today is your day.
You want to know why my dog is so cute? I don't know. He was just born that way. Heidi, he was just born that way, huh? Whoa, whoa, whoa. There goes the speaker. There.
Yep, let's finish it off. Hello, everybody.
Leave it to Butch. Jamil, you can jump in at any time if it's. Why, Jamil? Why?
You're gonna have to, Will.
Yeah.
No idea how to do that.
And here's Jamil. Dun, dun, dun.
For everyone that's ever wondered about our technician, producer, cameraman, sound man, there he was. There he are. We just gotta watch out for the dog's tail. Good job, Jamil. Everybody give him a hand. Hey, Jamil.
Hey, George's like, what the hell? Why are you clapping?
Not for you, mister.
Leave that alone.
Yeah.
Leave that alone. Just not your toy.
Did you find Bart or did you breed Bart?
Is that the first question?
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
I bet it's
Troy?
Troy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Troy, Bart is a breeding, and he is at the tail end of, I think it was about 6 years of varying breedings. That in an attempt to breed a perfect shepherd, and I just started working, and I couldn't find enough good German shepherds. I finally,
What's on your
I think it took me 2 years to get to the first really good German shepherd. She was a Czech import, and she had perfect hips. I mean, just perfect. So I kind of started with her, and I started trying to find a male shepherd, because a lot of people get these executive protection $20,000 dogs. By the way, we have them for $10,000, better trained. Pass that word around to all your friends who are looking for a security dog. We got Western Shepherds. What else could you ask for, right, Dolores?
Right.
So,
Best of the best.
Dolores, you know about Western Shepherds, right?
Oh yeah, I have one. Well, technically, he's my husband's Western Shepherd. He doesn't like to share him. You know the dog's good when you have to fight over whose dog it is. You know?
well, on that score now, because we do have a special guest. I don't know whether to bring him on now or wait for a little bit. We'll wait a little bit.
Yeah,
Bring
we'll
him
wait a
on,
little bit.
Yeah. So,
Don't eat your
So-
scab. That's
so
gross.
anyway,
How long will you breed Bart?
how long will I breed him? Till he's 23.
Pretty much.
As long as I can, we're gonna
No,
probably
no,
gonna be
no,
going
it's
about
caca.
freezing some semen on Bart, because I mean the
See, I
best,
told you you didn't
most
want that.
amazing part about it, I mean, there's a lot of luck. I got lucky. So an amazing one of the lucky things that I have with Bart is he is genetically, he has been dominant to every female we breed to. So, you know, it's just like, he just cookie cutters little Barts, like you can see Mr. Bullet here. Just amazing athletes, very, very handler oriented, real sensitive to the handler. Just, you know, it's just pretty good dog. What do you say, Dawn?
Yeah. I mean, Chip's perfect. We got Chip as an adult, and I was really nervous because I have so many little ones. So I was kind of scared how he would handle them. And he literally just was my son's best friend right away.
Right away. And on that score, we got maybe all the special. Since you said that, let's bring in our special guest. Okay.
Okay, special guest, come on out.
Hey
Here
Zay,
he
how you
is.
doing, buddy?
Here's our guest.
Yeah, you're the guest.
Oh, He's a heavy guy.
He too big to sit on
He
mama's lap.
He can stand, right?
Yeah.
5.
You're 5.
Five.
You are too big to sit on the lap, aren't you?
Carrie, what is Bullet trained in now after his trip?
Man trailing. Right? Is that
Yeah,
what-
man
yeah,
trailing
trailing.
and you also do sit detection with
So-
him.
Yeah.
All the times we tell you not to talk and then we ask you to and you say one word. Go into detail. What did he do?
Oh. We're actually
Man
getting,
trailing.
so we're getting into we're the end goal. We're gonna be doing pet
She has the
rescue.
answer.
Hey, you answer.
What did
So
you guys do in Virginia with
what
Bullet?
did the people would go hide. We'd have 2 of them walk together and they split, and then we take a scent from one of them, and then the dogs would go find that one person. We also did where the person walked halfway up the street and then got in a car and drove.
And we did it like with like 3 people and a missing person, all different kinds of scenarios.
The guy hid in the cabin. The dog had to figure out what cabin the guy was in. Was
Let
one
us
of them.
know how to open the door.
So-
y'all, go ahead, Stan.
Masad says hello everyone. And Carrie, he's looking forward to meeting you and Doc on Saturday. He looks like a solid guy.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess that's the person coming out on Saturday
Right,
to meet
right.
Doc.
Right. Look forward to seeing you, Massage.
Yes. Look forward to seeing you.
So,
What? Why is everybody laughing at me today?
today? What do you mean today?
Oh, Zane's even getting
Y'all are making it more noticeable.
To be grammatically correct, what Carrie meant to say was, why is everybody laughing at me still?
Whatever.
So, all right, let's get back to young Zayd here. What?
Okay, Zane.
Loosen up, Carrie. Troy
Tell us,
says.
Z.
Oh.
Loosen up. Tell us about Chip, Zayd.
Tell us about Chip.
He's very cute
He's very what?
Cute.
Cute. That's good,
and
huh?
cuddly.
He what?
He's cuddly.
When he's cuddly?
Yeah.
Chip is cuddly.
And what does he do? What does he do? What
Bullet.
does he go to work with Daddy?
Bullet.
Yeah, he works
Personal
with
space bullet.
He works.
Mhm.
Yeah. What else does he do? Keep you safe.
He keeps you safe.
He keeps him safe.
You
Okay.
remember when we did the home invasion and we went into your room?
What did Chip do?
What did Chip do?
What did
He barked in.
And then he bit us.
Yeah.
And you were laughing.
Was that funny? It was.
Can we say it? Get him, Chip! Get him, Chip!
Can you say
That's
it? Can you
funny.
say how you did it?
How'd you
Show
say
us how
it?
you
How'd
did
you
it.
say it? Tell us how you did it.
Show us how you were doing it.
I was laughing.
You were laughing, and what did you do?
What'd you
What
say?
did you say?
I don't know.
You said, "Get him, Chip! Get him!"
He's camera shy.
He was
Chip
like
got him,
Agent Butters. What do I do with my hands?
Hey.
Alright, so let's
that's
get back to
me.
the Western Shepherd talk.
Dolores.
So,
Wait.
Bush,
Yes, wait a minute. I just heard that. And
Where do I put this?
so Mr.
Put
Bush,
your
Mr.
children
Bush,
in here.
middle images here. Yes, sir.
the Western Shepherd, Bart specifically, what percentage of what went into him?
All right, it's close. I mean, all right, so we can always do percentages by that we bred a German Shepherd to a Malinois, so it's 50-50. That's easy to say. I'm going to give you the mathematicals, and Rick Dunham's worked all this out in a computer program, so we can figure out the mathematical percentages of every breed we have for every breeding we make, and of course in every breeding we're trying to duplicate Bart's percentages. But I want to be clear on one thing: the mathematicals don't tell you what the genetic dominance is. Make sense,
Okay.
Dolores?
Yeah.
So, you know, we can say, all right, so Bart's percentages, he's 50% German Shepherd, 30% Dutch Shepherd, 10% Malinois, and 10% Pit Bull. That's going by the way we bred and how many times we bred the Malinois, how many times we bred the Dutchie, how many times we bred the Pit, and then as we got away from them. And after 4 or 5 years of trying, I really had decided I ain't gonna do this anymore. And Denise told me we ain't having no more puppies around here, which we weren't doing that many, 2 or 3 litters a year. no more than we could find homes for sure. And so we came up to the last breeding, and it was really kind of a fluke. But I had a hunch, and I put these two together, and I bred the Quinn, the German Shepherd, and she had her litter, and there were 6 pups, and Quinn was a sable. She was bred back to one of the males that I had in the program. And out of 6 pups, there was 4 sables, and there were 2 that for some reason were solid black except for tan legs. One little boy and one little girl. And we sold all those sable pups, and I'm being told I should sell all the pups, but it was just, you know, there was a reason, I don't know, I just kept them. And by the time they were both a year old, I realized it was probably the best decision I ever made in my life, because these dogs were doing things.
Bullet, stop.
Oh, wait, this is one of the, all right, talk about characteristics of Bart. This is one of the things that there's no way anybody breeding dogs can breed for. I don't think. I don't see it biologically. I don't care how smart you are. It happens, and if it happens, you just take advantage of it. Bart has an affinity for children. He can be surrounded by 4 or 5 people, which happens anytime we go out in public, and a child can walk by 10 feet away, and Bart will leave all the people that are oohing and ahhing over him and go over to that child. Just like you saw Bullet here licking on Zayd right then. The one thing, again, the things you don't ever plan in breeding, creating a breed, is that kind of trait. But Carrie, am I accurate? How's he around kids in general?
Oh, he loves kids. He's great, yeah. But like you said, when people are over at my house, all the adults will be petting him, and then as soon as a kid walks up, he's like, bye.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He loves kids.
Yeah, and
That's how Chip was too.
Chip said-
First day they met, that's how I knew. I was like, we're definitely taking that dog.
wow.
Does
Yeah,
Zane ride Apollo?
that's
Oh
it.
yeah, they all do. They use him as a pillow, a full-size body pillow, a bed.
Apollo's a great name. We've heard stories about.
Paula's
Quite a
been
lot.
raised with him since he was about, I think we got him 4 or 5 weeks, so he's completely used to him.
I don't remember.
But Chip was an adult, and that's what I thought was just so crazy, that he was grown and had never met him before. And the first day we met Chip, he was under Zayd's arm like this. So, right?
You getting sleepy, buddy? Or you?
No.
No,
Nope. You good?
this is the one who wants to always stay up past 9 o'clock on a school night.
Oh my good. Well, I would too on school night. That's the way to do it, isn't it?
No,
I like singer.
Yeah, I do
He's
too.
gonna go home and be like, Butch said I could stay up.
I know.
Yeah. Go tell your
Butch
mama. I
said
said it's
30
all
more
right.
minutes.
Yeah. It's okay. 10 o'clock. What do you think? 10
He's
o'clock?
like, I'm gonna call Butch.
10 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep one minute.
You want to go what?
You're gonna go sleep what time?
I don't know.
No?
See, all you folks tuning in to get dog information, you didn't know I'm an expert nanny as well. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
So, uh-oh, we got secrets going on. What, babe?
I'm rich.
You what?
I'm rich.
You'll do it?
Yeah, that's my only secret.
Okay. He's a funny kid.
Oh, where were we?
Yeah, where were we? Back to the Western
Back to
Shepherd.
Western Shepherd.
Doggy daycare.
Oh, you got
No,
a
kitty
question?
daycare.
You think?
What's that?
Anybody here got a question?
I got a question.
We got an audience here, by the way, tonight, folks. There you go, Scott, being socially correct,
Yes.
wearing that mask like you should. What's your question?
On the Western Shepherds, like Bart in particular, the dogs, very nice dogs, very humble, very good kids, but their prey drive, and are they like Malinois? Will they just keep going and going? To, you know, or they,
Great question. Great question. You know, we get several colors out. out of our dogs because of the different breeds we've used. And a lot of them, like you see Bullet, as Carrie said, one of our neighbors mistook him for a Malinois. And I'll explain a little bit of the difference on that. But to Scott's question, again, one of the unique things we see is the German. I've always preferred the German Shepherd because to me it's a thinking breed. And but the Malinois gain popularity because they're OCD. Once you get them doing something that they're obsessed with, you ain't gotta worry. They're gonna keep doing it. I don't care. You can't screw them up, right? So that's one reason they're so popular today. You know, there's people going to all the French ring stuff and the Mondeo ring stuff and the Schützen stuff with these obsessive compulsive dogs. Hell, they can't control them when they leave the show field, but on the show field, this dog is dead on, baby. So, again, what you can't control is the temperament in a dog. And, you know, the way I like to describe the difference between a German Shepherd and a Malinois is I can get a bald, crazy German Shepherd or a frisbee chasing German Shepherd, and I can throw that ball and he'll go get it and bring it back. Throw that ball, he'll go get it and bring it back. Throw that ball off the edge of a cliff, he'll go to the edge of a cliff, stop and look at me like, what? I can take a ball crazy Malinois and I can throw that ball, he'll bring it back. I can throw that ball, he'll bring it back. I can throw that ball off the edge of a cliff and just watch that Malinois go right over the cliff, going for that ball. So that's the prey drive you're talking about, right, Scott?
Yes, sir.
The amazing part about all of Bart and all of his offspring, when you hit their trigger, like for protection work, I think it goes above prey drive. I think that I know Bart is a competitor and he likes to win. And he has all the energy that Malinois put into what he does. The difference is he never stops thinking like a German Shepherd. So he is intense. You can you can see some of the videos of the decoys who made the mistake of standing in front of him and all got flattened.
Yeah. He took them all down.
He takes them. Yeah, I mean, he is intense. All of his offspring are intense, but one word, they settle back down. Like German
Chip
Shepherd.
just took out my brother-in-law, rode him to the ground.
Yeah, that was her brother-in-law comes out here and he's like 5'10" probably,
He's probably like 6.
6
He's
foot,
a big guy.
right at
Yeah.
190, 200, something
Yeah.
like that. Athletic.
He's a big guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's an athletic big guy. And he wanted to get in the suit, and that's Stan's favorite thing is taking newbies out and setting them up for
A lot of fun.
a lot of fun.
We
So,
made sure to tell him to run as fast as he could.
yes, and tell him what happened, Dolores.
Well, he ran as fast as he could, but he didn't look back, and he didn't give Chip a chicken wing or an arm or anything. So Chip took him down, high center mass, and rode him to the ground.
Yep.
Literally rode him.
Literally rode him to the ground. I mean, he hit him square in the
came
back,
fast.
hit right at the top of his collar, almost to his neck, and just woof. So,
Yeah.
and the man was complaining about bad knees and all sorts of stuff. Wasn't he?
Oh no, it wasn't a bad knee, because that wasn't even the knee that usually hurts him.
Oh,
It's a new bad knee.
it's a new bad knee.
Oh, that's funny. Hi, baby. What are you
So that's the temperament difference
doing?
between shepherds and mals. You know, Dutchies are a real sensitive breed. They're considered soft by some people in the police dog business, and I like
Some
soft.
of the Dutch Shepherds I've seen.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
I've seen some great
I saw a
Dutch
Dutch
Shepherd.
Shepherd jump over a fence,
thought
and
it
I
was
thought
a
it was
Malinois.
gonna eat my face. Yeah,
Where was this at?
Virginia.
Oh, Virginia. Yeah. A lot of
When
people.
that Dutch Shepherd came under the bridge, and I was like, and just barking at me, but I'm like, oh my God, where's the owner? Because I was under a bridge. So she had to climb down. The dog came down faster than her. Me and her scared of this dog. I'm like, oh my God, don't bite me, don't bite me. The
Dog
dog.
probably
I'm like,
doesn't even have.
like, where are you at? Like,
This dog probably doesn't even have a full set of teeth. I mean, it was like
It was like 9. It just had its elbow shaved. It shouldn't have been even working anymore.
But it
was
but
good.
it had heart.
That
It
like a normal dog. Yeah, it had heart and it.
had speed
Yeah.
and it had a scary bark. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, and for a little background, y'all can go back, I think last week or week before last, we did a search and rescue podcast, if you wanna go check it out. These two ladies spent a week at, I guess, the largest, working police dog, military dog, search and rescue clinic in the country. And so, they were a week long in the Virginia woods with, hiding from police
Bears.
dogs and bears.
Bears.
You ought to hear the bear story. Go back, find a podcast about search and
Yeah.
rescue. Dolores can tell you all about her bear encounter.
That's funny.
Yep.
So, anyway, so,
Back to the Western Shepherds.
yeah, let's go see
Thanks,
it more.
Mr. Shepherd's
Back to
really
this-
that.
The difference between a Malinois and a Dutch Western Shepherd, to go a little bit further, an average, a large male Malinois, large, is gonna be 75 pounds and 24 inches at the shoulder, maybe 26, maybe. And you can see with Bullet, his nervousness and his energy keeps him trim and slim. And most people will,
You want to go over the bullet?
yeah. Take a look at Bullet, yeah, there you go.
Well, the lights.
Oh shit! Bullet, come here.
Like,
Sorry,
Yeah, here we go. Get
my
Bullet.
bad. That was my bad then.
Yes, yes.
Carrie.
See how beautiful he is?
Scary.
What?
Did it like stand?
Oh.
I got you, Sam.
So, that's a private joke, folks. I know nothing about it. So, anyway, you can see Bullet is significantly larger than Malinois right off the bat.
Yes,
So,
him is.
Like I said, the average male, I think the standard in the AKC calls for males to be like 24 at the shoulder, somewhere around there. This guy's 28 inches at the shoulder, which a lot of Great Danes are only 32. So that'll give you an idea of the size. As slim as he looks, because muscle can be deceptive, as slim as he looks,
See that muscle.
we love
Look
it
at
back
that
in
muscle.
though.
Look at it.
This dog weighs 95.4
95.4.
pounds. And he is,
Went back
I
over that
mean,
way.
he's
He loves Scott.
He likes Scott. He's 94 pounds, 28 inches, 28 and a half inches at the shoulder, bullwhip slim, and rattlesnake quick. I mean, this dog, he'll get there where he's going to go. We clocked him at 32, 31,
30, yeah.
30 something miles an hour, and we've never really given him a long stretch to run. So the goal of the Western Shepherd originally was just to get shepherd dogs with a good brain and perfect hips.
Come here.
When you have 90-pound dogs doing 30 plus miles an hour, freight training, if you ever get hit, you've got good hips. If you see some of the videos, we got a Bart at up to over 100 pounds, standing up on his back legs and walking backwards like a circus dog. You don't do that if your hips got little notches in them. You know, that takes perfect hips. And that was the original goal, was just to get a shepherd with good hips. And then Bart came out of nowhere.
what's the idea of the longevity of the Western Shepherd?
We're waiting to see. Great question. Thanks. I'm going to guesstimate without the health problems. And there's something, all you dog people, I'm sure you, or a lot of you have heard the term hybrid vigor. So in your first 50 to 100 generations, you're going to get that hybrid vigor by mixing, supposedly getting all the best
In the spot.
traits of these different breeds. I'm hoping that, I'm not saying this is a fact, please don't misquote me. I'm hoping that we're gonna be looking at a 14 to 15 year lifespan on these dogs.
My dog's gonna live to be like 30. He'll pass away when I pass away. That's just how it goes.
West, Western Shepherd owners are devoted against that, so.
My dog is never gonna die.
But I'm really,
She's taking you.
she's taking
We're gonna be
it.
buried together.
Yeah.
That's the love of my life right there.
So I really think a
I
15-year
love him.
lifespan is gonna be reasonable, and I'm thinking an active 12-year lifespan. That's my goal. Right now, I've never had a shepherd make it to 11. I've had a whole lot of German shepherds and good quality shepherds, and problems always occurred. I've never had one with hip problems. I've always been able to, been very fortunate in that. So, but other things happen. I had one who had a sudden heart just burst, and his father had the same problem. Just, there's a lot of health problems with them. So,
Not you though, you're gonna live to be a million.
so that's,
So what about the no undercoat? Where did that come in? And let's talk about that.
the only thing I can figure on the no undercoat is the combination of Dutch Shepherd and Pit Bull. Came in and somehow, again, all the stars aligned when Bart was conceived. When those are the only two breeds I used in this, don't have an undercoat. But that's been dominant in everything ever since. So that's the one thing I can count on. And I want to be clear. I call it the low to no shed because you can see Bullet over here. Come here, Bullet.
But
They don't have that thick coat that the German Shepherd has, but they don't have that slick, that short, what I call slick coat of the Dutch Shepherd or the Pit. They're right in between. And
that's what I got off of him.
yeah,
Like
it's
2 hairs.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you one thing, my truck and my husband's truck look completely
Because you
different.
took it all off to
different.
His looks a lot cleaner than mine,
Oh.
and I ride around with a great
Driver's
name.
choice.
So,
But it's not a lot.
that,
Like
No.
that
that's
has to
literally
say,
like
like,
a
you know,
little.
his looks cleaner, and he has a dog with longer hair than what mine
Than your
looks like.
Great
Yeah,
Dane.
than
Yeah,
my Great
yeah.
Dane. Mine has little hooky needle hairs all over there.
Yeah. So it's again, just the stars aligned, and Bart got the right genes, and it's I should have gone out and bought a lottery ticket the day he was born, because that was definitely the greatest moment of my life, luckiest. But that's our, and I'll tell you a story on the undercoat. 'Cause we had Bart puppies, and the first litter, and these people, no one knew what they were, and I was just telling friends word of mouth, hey, I think I got good pups here, right? Lady comes out and she's looking for a family dog, and I said, I think they'd be a pretty good family dog. I said, well, let me see this Bart. So I brought him out, and he was like a year and a half, almost 2 years old before we bred the first litter, right? So this lady comes out, she's going, wow, he's beautiful. Oh, look at it. And he comes and he leans against her and get petted like Bullet's doing right now to Carrie. And she's petting him, and and I'm bragging about how he can do this, how he can do that. We caught him running 40 miles an hour and everything I can think of. I'm trying to get these puppies home and make a dime or two. And she looks at me and she says, wow, he doesn't shed. I said, no, he doesn't shed. And I'm going on about, he's just great with the family, great with kids. She said, no, you didn't tell me he didn't shed. And I said, oh, no, he doesn't. Damn, he don't shed. I've been around shepherds all my life. And when I found one that didn't shed, I just assumed, I just didn't even think about it. It never even occurred to me. This lady informed me that my dog, who's now almost 2 years old, didn't shed on. So let me tell somebody. So that's the no shed story. That's how it got started. So hilarious.
Well, I would like
Is
to
that
say
your
something about
comment,
No,
mine.
that's what somebody said.
Say
About
something
my
about it.
Western
Say something
Shepherd.
about you or Western Shepherd.
This is the love of my life, literally. He's where it started for me, I think. That's when I started getting into all that. Because there's literally these Western Shepherds, there's nothing you can't teach them. Like, people always tell me, oh, if your dog does protection training, you can't teach your dog to do anything else. They didn't think that he could do search and rescue because he did protection dogs. Or they don't think that protection dogs are calm enough to do search and rescue because they're afraid that they're going to bite the person. My dog knows
The difference.
the difference. Like, he's not a vicious dog. So this guy's like Stan says, there's no finish line. There's literally, I'm literally teaching him everything because there's nothing that he. We're starting to do drug detection on him. He does protection training, search and rescue. I mean,
He flies his own drone.
yeah, wish.
He's getting there.
This is the greatest dog I've ever owned, actually. And I've owned a couple dogs.
Yeah. So that's how we started the project. That's why we started the project, and that's where it's at today. We breed 4 litters a year, 2 in the spring, 2 in the fall. That's a manageable amount, and we try to sell them as local as we can. We do, we've sent dogs as far away as, New Jersey, Alaska, to people that I interviewed extensively and I felt comfortable with about being qualified owners. Because my biggest challenge, I feel, is keeping these dogs in homes of people who can bring out the best in them and show us what they can be, especially our female dogs. And so far, we've been pretty lucky, and we've had a couple of failures, and if things aren't going right with the person and the dog, then they're required by contract to bring
We
it
will
back to us.
confiscate the dog.
Do what?
We will confiscate the
We will
dog.
come, yeah, if you don't bring it back,
If you're
Carrie.
not taking care of the dog, we will come for you.
Yes, Carrie. Carrie will bring Bullet and personally escort the pup out of the
That's
house.
right.
So, we gotta. I'm confident enough in their genetics and their structure that it's real simple. You hear all these breeders say, "Well, we got a hip guarantee. If the dog's X-rated a year old, if he's got hip dysplasia, then I'll replace it with a puppy." Well, in the first place, they'll say OFA. Get an OFA X-ray. Well, OFA won't even grade anything until they're 2 years old, so they're kind of slipping you fast from there. And the second one is, if I have a dog, you get a dog from me and it's dysplastic, I will replace that with another dog. Well, you ain't gonna give up your pup that's
Yeah.
a year old. You've
Yeah.
had him all that time. A. B. If that person sold you one dysplastic dog, why do you want to get a second?
Right.
I've never understood that.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
so here's my health guarantee for Western Shepherd, for anyone who's interested. And we will interview potential buyers. We have a litter on the ground coming Monday due, and I think we've already got quite a few people on the list. If you want to get one, you need to get on the list. But the health guarantee is real simple. He has a problem, you bring him back, I'll give you your money back. Simple as that. No questions asked. Just, you tell me you got a problem with this dog, you tell me this dog's got a health problem, health issue, I don't care. I'll give you money back. You take your money, go down the road, I'll take my dog, go the other direction. Is that fair enough, yours?
Fair.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
Doesn't get any more fair than that, I don't think.
So, plain and simple, because I ain't got much. I went to public school most of my life. My education, I can't write a lot of stuff. So we just say it like we mean it and go on from there.
Right?
Right, Karen?
Yep.
So we got Agent Butters. We got the Golden Retriever, Agent Butters. We got Bondo here. Anything else we need to add? Vane?
Zabe, you got
Zabe?
anything else to say? Come on, you come close it out.
Come out and say goodbye to everybody. We got our future expert dog trainer here.
He's
Tell her-
pretty good. He helped me with one of them, right?
You help train?
Good? You helped train Miss Layla? She's a Western Shepherd too. She loved him.
Okay, so just remember, folks, good advice. If you ain't having fun,
It's your turn, ready?
It's your turn. What do you say?
it's
If
your
you
turn.
ain't having
What do you
fun.
say?
I ain't cleaning up.
You
That's
ain't
right.
Night, folks.